Hey guys, Apev here, and welcome to a spur of the moment Five Below haul. It consists of just two items, but it's some pretty cool items. As you know, I love cheap electronics, so Five Below is great for me. The first thing I wanted to look at was this instant camera. Now, it looks like a tiny little Polaroid, but it prints on like thermal paper. So I assume it's going to be in black and white and acts kind of like a receipt machine. But the reason I got this was for my grandma for Christmas, so I'm just going to be setting it up and putting it back in the box. Because my grandma doesn't really know how to work a smartphone or a very complex camera, and I thought maybe I can teach her to use this because it works as a digital camera and then she can print off little photos. So let's see, it claims to have a 12 megabyte photo quality. So if the quality isn't very good, I might compare it to some of my older like 4 megapixel cameras, but who knows, maybe it'll surprise me. Here's a little bag. Let me carefully, oh, you know what, this is probably the paper. I thought it would be a good idea to set it up for her, but, you know, I still want to give her the everything in the box so she has something to open. It uses Type-C, that's nice, although I'm sure she doesn't care about that. And a lanyard of some kind? I honestly don't know what this is. I assume it's like a metal lanyard. That's interesting. We got a little manual, and it's, you know, it's glossy paper, which is nice for something like Five Below. Games? This thing has games and video? No. What? Alright, here it comes. It's in bubble wrap, and there's nothing else in the box. Oh my gosh, I might have to go back and buy myself one of these. It's so cute. Okay, it's just a tiny little Polaroid. It's pretty hefty too. You know, it's all gonna go down to how good of a picture can this tiny little webcam take. I like how it's powerful zoom. We all know it's digital zoom. There's no lens on this thing. We got a speaker or microphone, and I assume that's a flash. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the paper probably goes in down here. There's a USB on the side. And does it have a micro SD card? See, I thought that was going to be internal memory, but it actually comes with a quarter gig micro SD card. And you can swap that out for more storage. But that's nice of them. Alright, we have a little directional pad here, and that's literally all it is. Screen protector. OK and print. So it's going to work as a printer, it's not going to automatically pop out, I assume. Oh, you know what? That section probably is for the batteries. Oh wait, no, it's going to be rechargeable, ain't it? I just need a... Okay. Oh my gosh, why did it make that noise? Okay, so the paper's probably going to go in there, or on the spindle here. It's not really giving much direction here. My grandma used to print on one of these things all the time, so hopefully it's something she could figure out. Can I just do that? Or does it need to get tucked under there? Perhaps I should look at the directions. Alright, well, let's give it a whirl. Don't tell me I have to charge it. Come on. Yes! It does power up. Alright, that screen is actually better than most Chinese crap. It can also store music. This is clearly like a kid's iPad that they turned into a Polaroid. I wish I could show, like, there it is. Yeah, see, the screen ain't that bad. So she might get a little confused by this, but we'll do camera. Alright. Ooh, that does not look like great quality. Here, I'll take a picture of the camera box. There. You can see it, I can see it, we can see a camera within a camera within a camera. I took the photo. Oh, and it automatically started printing. Holy crap. I thought I would have to press the print button. Perhaps there's a setting in that. Alright, well, it made it. Definitely not great, but that's fun. I love this thing. I'm trying to determine whether it's right for my grandma or not, but I love the concept of being able to use this extremely common, like, every printer uses this, so this will always be, like, it's not a proprietary thing. I'll always be able to find these. So that's cool. Yeah. And let's see if... Oh, you can add little doodads. Well, that's fun. But how do I look back at previous photos? Do I just press print again? Oh, that might turn on and off print. Yeah, okay, so print was turned on. Alright, let's take another photo. So that obviously saved somewhere. Oh, that... Hold on, the button turns on a flashlight. Holding left doesn't seem to do anything. Holding up... Oh, zooms. Alright, power goes back to the menu, which I assume is where I can... There it is, playback. So a bit convoluted, but it does take photos. She might like it. Let me take a picture of my cat and see how that comes out. Well, it worked. There's my cat. It's not great. Like, it's a black cat, and it kind of looks like it could be any cat, but it's working. That's cool. I guess I'm going to have to end up buying myself one of these, but hopefully my grandma can get some use out of it. Alright, the next item is this $10 freaking smartwatch. Yes, you heard that right. There's a $10 freaking smartwatch. I have no idea how it could be $10, but it claims to connect to your phone and do all the normal smartwatch stuff. Sadly, at my Five Below, 2 of these were just straight out stolen out of the box. So perhaps some tape actually does deter some really stupid criminals. I have no idea why you would do that. It's $10, guys. You're not making a profit. There's more expensive things at Five Below. Anyways, I got this purely for this video because, again, $10 freaking smartwatch. I have a Samsung smartwatch, but I thought, hey, I'm always interested in cheap tech, and how the heck are they making a smartwatch for $10? It kind of looks like mine, except it's slightly wider. It has a very standard rubber watch band. Feels alright. It even has a, whatever that is, you know, the laser on the back for vitals. Alright, let's remove this thing. Looks alright. It has a little button down there. How do you turn it on, I wonder? Press somewhere? Hello? Now these are the instructions I expect with cheap electronics. Is it dead? Could it be dead, and that's why? Right, so it's claiming that you just pull here and it'll reveal a USB plug. But I'm not... It's very tight, which I guess is good so you don't lose the watch, but I don't want to break it. Oh my gosh, I think it is under there. That's insane. I can't imagine this lasting very long. Alright, there it is. Half a USB plug. It's just friction fit in there, and that's what's keeping your watch on. And then you can just shove it into a USB thing to charge it. That is a weird form of technology. I'll come back when this thing has some kind of life to it. Alright, ignore the mess. I plugged it in, and it actually turned on. So it's a square, and I guess it's charging. So far it's working. Alright, so now that I've got this working, we got the time, the wrong date, and I guess it counts footsteps, it watches your beats per minute, sports, messages, music. That's just supposedly how to control music. It's not a touchscreen, so it all must work through a complicated assortment of button presses. Yeah, so if you hold down... Well, wait, is it a touchscreen? How in the world does this work? So 1 press, 2 press... Oh my gosh. Yeah, so basically you're just selecting things with the button and then holding down to, like, hit enter. Is it motion activated? If I were to, like, oh, I want to check the time, doesn't seem to... Let's see, I'm walking along. Hey, what time is it? It's no time. So in order to check the time, you have to press the button. I don't like that. I don't like having to press the button to check the time, because then I might as well be using an iPod Nano. Anyways, if your kid wants a smartwatch, I mean, it seems to function better than a lot of those like $25 smartwatches that Wish.com used to sell, and it feels like it's made out of the same plastic, but maybe because there's not much going on, it might not break as quickly. The only problem is this being friction fit, because I can only imagine this, like anything that's friction fit, would wear down over time and then you wouldn't be able to use it. So let me try to put that back on. This is just such unnecessary wear on your device. Like, you're always gonna have to be exerting force onto it, which I don't like, but you know, there it is. Next to the Samsung smartwatch. Let's put it on my other wrist. People think I'm rich until it turns on. Wait, it just turned on without... Or did I accidentally press the button? I probably accidentally pressed the button. So there it is. It does not activate. You press the button, like, oh, it's 9:27. Although I don't think it is 9:27. But you know what? It works. It does a thing. That would be cool for a kid who wants a smartwatch. As for an adult who wants a smartwatch, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, you can use it as like a pace counter. That's nice. And it does supposedly check your beats per minute. I assume that's what that thing on the back there is for. I personally am not going to connect this to my cell phone because I just don't trust, such a cheap product with not selling my information for additional profits. But I mean, it's available on the Play Store and it's available in the Five Below, so there's got to be some legitness to it. But I think that is it for this video. I hope you... Well, the video's not over yet because I went back and bought that CD player I really wanted because there was a lot of cool electronic stuff and I just could not control myself. So this is a CD player that looks like a record player, kinda, and I thought it was cool because it displays the CD while you're playing it. Because typically I just import my CDs to iTunes and play them on an iPod or some similar device. But I never listen to my CDs because there's no difference to listening to a CD through a CD player or on an iPod when you don't physically see the CD. This way there's kind of a novelty to it, like I can actually see the CD. It gives some purpose to the CD opposed to like burning my own CDs or listening to them off an iPod or a computer. So I thought this would be a cool way to listen to my CD collection, and it was $20, so it wasn't that bad. Like, I was telling myself it was really bad, but it's obviously not going to get cheaper than that. And if it turns out being everything I hoped, then it was worth the money. But, it's a 50-50 shot with stores like Five Below, whether it's going to meet expectations. So here's the device. As you can see, there's a little like DC plug, and I don't know whether that means you'll have to plug it in at the top here or whether it charges or what. It says nothing about like being rechargeable, so I assume it has to be plugged in, but we'll see once I get into this. I find it weird that it claims to have an anti-shock function because it's not like a CD player you would carry around on the move. It does have a built-in Bluetooth receiver or whatever, so you can connect your phone to it, which is nice. It's not exclusively a CD player. And there it is, packaged in all its plasticky glory. Let's see here. Which way should I slide it out? Like this? Sure. Alright, we got a USB plug, Type-C. It's got, a little weight to it. It's not, like, amazing, but it doesn't feel like there's nothing in there. I'd hope there'd be something in there because there's, two speakers on the front. We got a tiny little instruction manual. And here it is. Oh, okay, so there's the DC plug. And there's nothing else. So I assume it is not rechargeable. You just plug it in with USB. which means I'll need a wall adapter for it. Alright, it has some protective sticky stuff. Let's ignore that for a minute. And it just looks like a CD player. Can I move this arm? No. Maybe it'll move itself. We have a power and volume switch and 3 stereotypical clicky buttons. Ow. Man, does this really... Okay, so you can force it to move. Well, that's annoying that it doesn't come with a wall plug, because what kind of person would plug this into their computer when you can just get a DVD drive for your computer? And the cable is smaller than a phone cable, so I can't run this. I'll be right back. Please pardon my moderately messy work desk as I attempt to get this thing set up. I'm sorry for not talking through that, but you probably wouldn't have heard me anyways. I wish they could have put like more color or accents on any of this, but you know, it's Five Below. It is very clear though, I like that. Am I gonna get power going to it? I guess we'll find out when I turn it on. So I picked out this CD from Seth Idle just because I know Seth, and assumed he would be the least likely to copyright strike my video. So we'll put in this CD, turn it on. It beeps like crazy, and it begins to spin. There it is, spinning. This seems slightly dangerous. I've never seen an exposed CD player like this. And there it goes. Close that. That's pretty cool. How good are the speakers?
It's early on Monday, the sun's not up yet. The lights are all off in the house.
That's pretty good.
It's another day that I won't let get in the way. It's 5
Alright, so that works quite well. The speakers aren't that bad. It's quite loud for a quiet room, at least. I didn't turn it all the way up, so probably for anything other than a party, this thing is fine. I like it. I like that it gives new purpose to my CD collection. It does make a little squeaking noise when the volume's off. You can't hear it when the volume is turned up. It's very quiet, but I just thought you should know, if like you have the volume all the way down and are trying not to let people hear it, you might notice the squeaking noise. But you know, if you're trying to not let people hear you, maybe just listen to music through some other device. As I don't believe this has any headset adapter or aux. It does do Bluetooth, but I think that's only in, not out. Well anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Game modes for Block Builder, which I assume is just Tetris. The instruction sheet is considered part of the product. It's On The Go Gaming. I don't know what this is. I think it's a robot playing a computer. And that looks to be it.